I'm above Mosquitia, a vast wilderness in Honduras. I'll explore the jungle with its lost cities and special animals soon. Honduras, a small Central American country the size of the US state of Virginia, is where I'll marvel at saber wings and wine-throated hummingbirds, meet belligerent boas, and the legendary Quetzal. On the world's second longest barrier reef, I'll swim with blue tangs and a hawksbill. I'll meet a memorable Margay and the Honduran people of today. I'll also find out about Honduran civilizations of the past. This is Wild Honduras. Oh! Stretching inland from the famous Mosquito Coast, Mosquitia is my first stop. It's the Amazon of Central America. I'm on board the helicopter of the President of Honduras. President Hernandez is a bird watcher and wants to show me this outstanding place in person. A 1,000-year-old lost city was discovered here in 2012. In the city of the Jaguar, an unknown civilization left a cache of precious objects, including animal sculptures. This archaeologically important site is also a hotspot for wildlife. President Hernandez introduces the survey team.
Hopefully you can help us.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And Andres.
Andres, buenos dias. Hello there.
Hey, Alexis.
Hi.
Travis.
What do you study?
I study jaguars.
Welcome to the jungle.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Here we have 213 species of birds. And in the whole Honduran area, we are talking about more than 700. We know that there is a lot of species of snakes. Maybe you can help us to find the new ones.
That would be a great honor to find a new species.
Be careful. But you are trained for that.
We're a long way from any hospital, so I will be very careful.
So I'm searching for snakes by presidential decree. Soldiers stationed here to protect the archaeological sites and rainforest join us. They don't want to miss out on seeing me catch a snake. Travis will set camera traps, while the Honduran scientists take me to places where they've seen snakes in the past. The camera traps are placed along animal trails or crossing points. They'll be triggered by any movement, day or night. It will be nightfall soon, so we make our way back to camp.
Great habitat. We've given it a pretty good go today, but no snakes.
It's time for a unique box set.
Travis, what are you finding out with your camera traps?
Well, I'm finding some pretty interesting things right now. I mean, look at this jaguar. Here in La Mosquitia is probably the best reserve left for jaguars across the country. And look, I even have their main prey source, white-lipped peccary.
I've seen them in Costa Rica, but they're quite rare in Honduras.
Yes, they're the most endangered large mammal throughout Central America.
Is good for tapirs here?
Yeah, no, I'm seeing some great sign for tapirs. When you see all three of these guys, jaguars, tapir, and white-lipped peccary, you can't get much better forest than that.
So this is a very special place.
It's not for just Honduras, but for the entire world.
Thanks, Travis.
At dinner, the team tell me about finding a giant false coral snake over 1.5 meters long here. Only the second time it's been recorded in the north of Central America. I set off at dawn, imagining what it would feel like to find a new species of snake.
Boa constrictor! Hey! This, oh dear me, this is a beauty. Oh, striking extremely fast. Oh, that is blood-curdling boa constrictors. are renowned for being feisty, striking at his reflection in the camera. And inside that mouth, there are really sharp, recurved teeth. Boa constrictors catch small mammals and birds, lizards. One of the largest snakes in Central America. They can grow to be 5 meters long. This is a very dark one, beautiful markings along the tail. I didn't manage to find a new species, but this is quite spectacular. Constantly opening his mouth. Let's let him go now. A brilliant boa. Muchas gracias.
After my flying visit to Mosquitia, I head east to Rio Santiago Nature Resort, which is at the edge of Pico Bonito National Park.
Buenos dias, Nigel.
Welcome, I'm Josue.
Josue.
Hello, I'm Alex.
Alex, this is a magical resort. I can't wait to explore with you.
Josue is a reptile expert. He leads me into a forest with a royal on a treetop throne. A king vulture looks down on us as we flip logs and leaf litter in our search for reptiles.
Nigel, snake.
What do you got, Josue? Oh, wow! A Central American coral snake. This is one of your favourites, isn't it?
Yes, I studied them.
Wow. This colour variety, Josue thinks, could be a different species of coral snake. It's only found in this small region of Honduras. Member of the cobra family. Very toxic. Venom, if you're bitten by one and don't get hospital treatment, they can be deadly. But they're shy snakes. They really don't want to bite us. They feed on other snakes, small lizards. Sometimes they'll even eat the eggs of other reptiles. A very special Central American coral snake. Thanks, Josue. Shall we let him go now?
Okay.
Let me turn the log back. Yeah.
Reptiles aren't just on the ground here. Some outstanding ones are up at head height or even higher.
This is one of my favourite lizards. It is so beautiful. Called the helmeted iguana. They allow a close approach like this. They're very confident in their camouflage. They rarely go down to the ground. Females do to lay their eggs, but otherwise they spend their life up in the trees. They hunt large insects like cockroaches, small frogs and lizards.
The Terciopelo, a deadly pit viper, can be found here. But there's also a rarer imposter.
Snake!
What do you got? Wow, hey! Josue is on fire today at spotting snakes. This is a really rare one. It's called the false terciopelo. The markings are exactly like a terciopelo's. You can tell it's not a pit viper because it has round pupils. There's not a heat-seeking pit between the eye and the nostrils. This snake can inflict a painful bite. They've got fangs, got fangs at the back of their mouth, but it certainly isn't as dangerous as the bite from a terciopelo. Brilliantly done. This is so rare. Let's let her go.
As the false terciopelo slithers away, I meet up with Alex, who's tracked down a cute and charismatic mother and baby.
They are very close.
I'm so glad you found them, Alex. This is so exciting.
Nigel, come here. There are spectacled owl.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Alex. There's a chick too. This is wondrous. Spectacled owls breed every year in the Rio Santiago nature resort. The chick leaves the nest after 5 or 6 weeks, but may stay with the parents for up to a year. I know we're here, but they're not too bothered, are they, Alex? These owls are powerful predators. One was even known to kill a full-grown sloth that weighed 4 times as much as the bird. Great, one of the world's top owls. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What a brilliant start. I don't often drink alcohol, but I just have to taste a beer that has a surprising connection to a local amphibian.
Hey! Thank you very much. Good beer. Great. Fantastic first day. Josue, the frogs have started croaking. Shall we go and see if we can find the one named after the beer?
The tree frog in question has a tiny range. It's only found in just 10 square kilometres of Honduras. Alex knows its croak and soon lays his hands on one.
Whoa! Hey, well done, Alex. The Honduran brook frog. This is the one whose scientific name is salva-vida, named after the delicious Honduran beer. Salva-vida in Spanish also means lifesaver. And when the scientists that discovered this frog were out late at night, when they came back, the beer really was a lifesaver for them. So they decided to name this little frog after the beer. I'll let it go. Brilliantly done. Thanks.
The Honduran brook frog will only survive if this rainforest is protected. It's home for other fabulous frogs too.
What a little beauty. This is called Fleischmann's glass frog. These little amphibians are so delicate, it's been reported if they're caught out in a thunderstorm and get a direct hit by a big raindrop, they can be killed. And if you're wondering why it's called a glass frog, let me show you. This is why. Glass frogs have transparent skin on their tummies. Remarkably, you can see this little frog's liver and beating heart. I'm going to let him go back into the rainforest.
On my way to bed, I hear a distress call.
There's reptiles and amphibians everywhere here. Look, just by the swimming pool, I heard this poor tree frog croaking. It's in the jaws of a banded cat-eyed snake. Cat-eyed snakes have short fangs right at the back of the jaws. They've got mild venom. Doesn't seem to have had much effect on this frog. It's too difficult for the snake to swallow the tree frog this way round, so it's starting again from the frog's head. The snake's virtually walking its jaws along the frog's body. You can see how the scales are distended as the muscular contractions are moving the prey into its stomach. The cat-eyed snake took 15 minutes swallowing that tree frog. This really is wild Honduras.
The next morning, I have company for breakfast.
Muchas gracias. This is a perfect start to the day. Hummers feeding all around me. There's an anolis lizard on the rail over there. He's displaying to arrival. Baleadas, a traditional Honduran breakfast. The tortilla is filled with avocado, beans, eggs and cheese. Truly delicious. You can have breakfast with a dozen species of hummers here. That's a white-necked Jacobin.
Hummers have extendable tongues twice as long as their bills. Sugar water fuels their acrobatic flight. Larger hummers, like this long-billed hermit or this purple sabre-wing, beat their wings around 50 times a second when they hover. Violet-crowned wood nymphs need 1.5 times their weight in sugar water every day. So there's competition around the feeder. Some things in the forest, like the flowers hummers are attracted to, stand out from the background. Other things blend in.
Look at this. You can see why they're so easy to step on. Perfect camouflage. This is a Terciopelo. She's in strike position, warning me by vibrating that tail. Whoa! As you can see, you've got to be careful. This is a very dangerous snake, one of the most feared in Honduras.
A Terciopelo strikes at more than 2 meters a second.
I can see this is not the false Terciopelo that Josue found yesterday, because it's got heat-seeking pits between the eye and the nostril and a vertical pupil. Barba amarilla is the name in Honduras. That means yellow beard. You can see these lovely yellow scales around the mouth. Warning me, vibrating her tail on the dry leaves. Let me see if I can lift this snake up. Sometimes Terciopelos ride the hook perfectly. Sometimes they're very nervous. But this one is doing very well. They've got quite a toxic venom, but a bite from a Terciopelo is rarely fatal. Oh, I don't want it to get too close to the end of the hook. If you're bitten by one, the venom has flesh-destroying properties. People often have to have a limb amputated or lose a finger or toe. This one is behaving very nicely.
The Terciopelo ambushes prey on the ground. The lodge is in the territory of another predator that hunts upon high.
Buenos dias. Hello.
I have a tip-off she's around. I can't wait to meet her.
This is what Rio Santiago Nature Resort is famous for. A Margay. She's so relaxed around humans because she was orphaned, reared as a tiny kitten, then returned to the wild. She's 4 years old now, but still visits the lodge every 3 or 4 days.
It's hoped that one day she'll return with her own kittens.
Wow, such a delicate cat. The markings are glorious.
Margays are natural acrobats, spending most of their life in the trees. They can leap 4 meters in a single bound. These clever cats will mimic the calls of monkeys to lure them close enough to pounce on. Flexible ankles allow them to twist their paws through 180 degrees, so they can descend head first. While I hung out with the Margay, there's been a charming discovery.
Look what Alex the guide has found now. They're a little smaller than the spectacled owls he showed me. Just here, a hummingbird's nest with 2 chicks inside. Alex has assured me that if I back off and stay still, I won't disturb the mother when she comes back to feed her babies.
The chicks are fed like clockwork every 20 to 25 minutes, so I shouldn't have long to wait.
Here she comes. It's a female rufous-tailed hummingbird. In Hummingbird Society, the females build the nest, incubate the eggs, and feed the babies. The chicks need protein, so female hummingbirds hunt for insects and spiders. They can catch up to 2,000 every day.
She'll have her work cut out until the chicks leave the nest, when they're 3 or 4 weeks old.
That was delightful.
After Rio Santiago, my next stop, just an hour away, is one of the steepest rivers in Central America. Rio Santiago. Dropping 90 stories in just 15 kilometres, it's a brilliant place for this. Whitewater rafting is an exhilarating way to go snake hunting. There's been reports of a massive black and gold serpent here.
Great, adios.
A la orden, mucho gusto.
Muchas gracias. It probably hunts frogs in the pools between the riverbank and forest.
There's the snake.
Got you! Hey! A wonderful tiger rat snake. Non-venomous, of course, but they do have quite a painful bite. Struck at me when I first picked it up. You can see it's warning me here, blowing up its neck. That makes it look bigger, so predators will keep away from it. They are superb hunters of frogs, birds, small mammals. I have never caught one of these before. The tiger rat snake. Let's let you go now. I'll soon be swimming myself, but I'll be in turquoise waters. I'm going to the Bay Islands in the Caribbean. There's 3 major ones: Roatan, Guanaja, and Utila. Just 11 kilometres long and 4 kilometres wide, Utila is the smallest of the Bay Islands. It's a 1-hour ferry ride from the mainland. Tomorrow, I'll explore the 2nd longest barrier reef in the world. Only Australia's Great Barrier Reef is longer. We set off for the Meso-American reef. It stretches for almost 1,100 kilometres. My guide is Willie Waterhouse, who was born here.
Willie, you've swum and dived in these waters ever since you've been a little boy. Where are you going to take me?
We're going to head over to the site known as Black Hills. It's a seamount. Very, very beautiful. The most fish life on this island. You see schools of horseye jack swimming around, Atlantic spadefish, some of the healthiest reefs that you can ever see.
Great, we're going to have fun.
Will do, oh yeah.
Willie's knowledge will be invaluable. There's an amazing 80 dive sites around Utila.
I'm really looking forward to this, my first dive in Honduran waters.
The reef is spectacular, with dazzling corals and fish. Just under the boat, I join up with a school of Atlantic blue tangs. Here's the horse-eyed jacks Willie mentioned. Their big eyes with fleshy lids make them look a little horsey, which gives them their name. We glide over impressive underwater gardens. The current ripples soft corals that surround a brain coral. You can see why it's called that. Below me, there's a metre-long green moray. Cleaner gobies dare to pick off parasites and food scraps from between the eel's teeth. Up ahead, a hawksbill turtle graces us with her presence. These turtles keep the reef healthy by eating sponges that, left unchecked, would smother the corals. Hawksbills used to be killed for their beautiful shells. Thankfully, they're now fully protected. The turtle surfaces to breathe. I'm nearly out of air myself, but I've enough left to join up with Atlantic spadefish. These impressive predators grow over 1 metre long. They target jellyfish and shrimps in open water, sea squirts and worms on the reef.
Thanks, Willie. You're welcome. Beautiful, what a reef that is. That was a great first dive. Thank you so much.
We'll dive again tonight, but now for a meeting with an impressive group of reptiles, ctenosaurs.
There's 2 species of ctenosaur on Utila. They're also called spiny-tailed iguanas. This is the black spiny-tailed iguana. The male has a long crest of spines along the back. These are the fastest lizards on Earth. They've been clocked at 35 kilometers an hour. The male's displaying to the female, nodding his head. He's trying his best, but the female just doesn't seem to be interested. There's another female here, just come out of the shadows. He's trying his luck with her. She's gazing at him adoringly. He's gently biting her on the scruff of the neck. I can see his teeth dragging her along. She must have been dragged about 2 meters. The original female that he failed with is just watching. She seems a bit irritated now. He's mating with the new female. All that head bobbing paid off for him. When they're hatchlings, these lizards feed on insects, but as they grow older, they become mainly vegetarian. There's one just over there, swallowing a flower. Down in one.
Black spiny-tails are thriving all over Central America. But a ctenosaur only found on Utila is in desperate trouble and is in need of help. Salads are prepared for a breeding colony of Utila spiny-tailed iguanas. The locals call them swampers. As well as salad, swampers adore seafood. Babies hatched here have less variety and only eat termites. They're grown on for release into the wild. There's less than 5,000 swampers left, so these are precious babies. I join Lewis from the Iguana station to release a batch of babies into their natural home. Very few lizards live entirely in mangroves. Swampers are one of them.
There's a swamper.
Oh, yes, the first time I've seen a Utila spiny-tailed iguana in the wild. Thanks, Lewis.
No problem. There's another one, a male.
Oh, yes. I can see the much longer spines along the back.
The captive-bred youngsters should do well here.
They're charming babies. You've given them a head start. You've fed them well. How long have you kept them?
For 1 year, then we release them. They behave like wild lizards.
Away they go. Good job, Lewis. You're doing great work.
Thanks.
If the mangroves are protected and people stop hunting them for meat, swampers have a bright future. At sunset, I'm with my dive buddy Willie Waterhouse, heading back out to the reef. Night dives are always thrilling. Under a cloak of darkness, many special reef dwellers are out and about. There's a strong current, so we stay close to the reef. Our lights pick out something colourful. I move in for a closer look. It's a creature with undulating fins around its body, a 20-centimetre reef squid. Every day, these voracious hunters consume around half their body weight in fish, crustaceans and other mollusks. Weaker swimmers shelter from the strong current. This balloon fish doesn't need to swim fast because if it's attacked, it inflates its body and doubles in size. In the next crevice, there's another member of the pufferfish family, a long-spined porcupine fish. Willie has spotted some animals that are big business for Honduras, spiny lobsters. The country is the second largest producer in Central America. If they can outwit the fishermen, spiny lobsters can live for up to 20 years.
Oh, that was wonderful. The reef comes alive with a different cast of creatures. At night, lovely spiny lobsters, a wondrous squid, and lots of beautiful pufferfish. That was a fabulous dive.
The next morning, it's time to leave the beautiful island of Utila and return to the mainland. In central Honduras, there's a spectacular volcanic landscape encircling Lake Yahoa. The country's largest lake has a surface area of 79 square kilometres. To explore this watery world, I joined Katinka Domen from Beaks and Peaks, a company that shows wildlife to visitors in Honduras. That's a fork-tailed flycatcher. The lake has an average depth of 15 metres. Floating vegetation attracts birds that live on their tippy toes.
There's lots of northern jacanas here, charming birds. They're also known as lily trotters because of their propensity for walking on lily pads. Preposterously long toes. They splay those to help spread their weight as they're walking on the floating vegetation.
Jacanas are often out in the open, but there's a speciality here that usually lurks under cover. We position ourselves in a likely spot. Katinka will try to lure one into view by playing the call of a rival.
The bird we hope to see is very territorial. Hopefully, he'll think there's an intruder in his territory and come to the edge of the vegetation.
I see the leaves moving. He's on his way.
A yellow-breasted crake.
Look here, so close. So unconcerned by us. Yellow-breasted's a charming crake. This little bird is no bigger than a sparrow. What an encounter. This is the best place in Honduras to see these birds.
Our next stop is in Santa Barbara National Park, to the west of Lake Yohoa. We begin our trek near the village of El Cedral and climb up to 1,800 metres. We're in search of a creature that the ancient Maya people associated with their feathered serpent god. Even today, it's considered divine.
Chimiche. These are the berries they like.
The creatures Katinka is hoping to show me are frugivorous. They feed mainly on fruit, but they will take the odd insect or lizard.
When the Maya saw this bird fly, they thought its tail was like a serpent slithering in the sky.
Nigel, there's a Quetzal over there.
Oh, yes. He's looking right at us. A resplendent Quetzal, surely one of the loveliest birds in the world. Oh, that's magnificent. I love the way the green feathers on the wing extend onto the breast, just like fingers. He's sitting on a branch with his mate. She's a striking bird too, but has a grey head and bill and doesn't have the long tail feathers.
I can actually see the nest.
It's like a big woodpecker hole. The female will lay 2 blue. The male's gone to the nest.
Oh, what an amazing view.
He can't get the tail feathers all the way in.
Have a look through the scope.
Oh, thank you. You can see him working at the edge of the nest hole. He even threw out some wood chips. He's coming out. What a bonus! Resplendent Quetzals at the nest hole. Couldn't have hoped for better than that.
I say goodbye to Katinka and the cloud forest and head further west to Gracias. The town's exquisite Merced church dates from the 17th century and is one of the oldest churches in Honduras. In the town square, I meet William Orellana from Beaks and Peaks to watch a traditional dance. Guanasco dance symbolises friendship between neighbouring communities.
Bye-bye.
Gracias is where both William and President Hernandez were born. The president wants to show me a unique Honduran, so we meet on the farm where he grew up.
Beautiful country.
It is. It is.
What a lovely place to grow up.
Yes. I remember when I was little here.
Let's see if we can see our target.
You know, it's a hummingbird.
It's the Honduran emerald.
That's the one we're looking for. Well done, President Hernandez.
You know, when I was little, we saw this bird, but we didn't know it was an endemic species for Honduras until recently. He showed the bird to me.
The only endemic bird to Honduras,
a
very special one, not found anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, it is.
He's away. Thank you, William.
Okay.
You promised you'd show me the Honduran emerald. Thank you for letting us look on your property.
Thank you, William.
Amazing.
Okay.
Thanks, President Hernandez. There's a snake. Hey! Did you know these were on your property, President? Look at this. It's a brown vine snake. It's warning you.
It is.
It's extraordinary how black it is inside the mouth.
It is.
That's to startle predators. These snakes are harmless to humans. They have got venom, but the fangs are right in the back of the mouth, under the eye. Have a feel, because he feels lovely because he's been basking in the sun.
Yeah, it is warm.
Look, he's watching your every move, President Hernandez. Oh, dear, he had a little pop at you then. Don't do that to the president. That's naughty. I can't believe it. Honduran emerald and a lovely vine snake. You have wonderful wildlife here in Honduras.
I've certainly enjoyed this brown vine snake.
Thank you.
That was a great morning, wasn't it?
Another Honduran speciality lives close to Gracias in Salaki National Park. It's studied by Hermes Vega.
This is a good place to find it.
OK, Hermes, I'll check out this bromeliad.
The animal we're looking for hides out in bromeliads to stay moist and avoid predators.
Nigel, I found one.
Let's have a look. Oh, beautiful. They're tiny, aren't they? A Salaki mushroom-tongued salamander, a charming amphibian. Mushroom-tongued because they catch their prey by shooting out a sticky tongue in the shape of a mushroom. Let's let you go now.
This endangered salamander is only found in Honduras. On my final stop, I'll find out about animals that have made a remarkable comeback and the Maya city of Copan. I stay in the forested hills above the archaeological site at the charming Hacienda San Lucas.
Gracias. Adios.
After a cup of coffee, I travel back some 1600 years to when the Maya ruled. Copan has great temples, palaces and plazas. In the ball court, good and evil were represented in a ceremonial game. Considered the Paris of the Maya, Copan has many ornate sculptures. This is Pahotun, a Mayan god who held up the earth. I've been given special permission to go under the earth to visit an exquisite carving that few people have ever seen before.
This is truly breathtaking. A beautiful and intricate carving that's around 1,600 years old. It celebrates the first ruler of Copan, King Jashkuk Mo. These birds were his symbols. There's a Quetzal here, you can see the feathers of the wing. And here, this is the head of a scarlet macaw, a bird that was really important to the Mayans. Sadly, these magnificent parrots disappeared from the Copan Valley for hundreds of years until a plan was hatched.
The plan was carried out close to Copan at Macaw Mountain.
It's a place where you can get really close to toucans. This is a kill build, one of the most spectacular birds in Honduras. It's also a place with a captive breeding colony of scarlet macaws.
Parrots taken illegally as pets were rescued and now breed here. Their offspring are released into the Copan Valley. The Maya would have approved. In their culture, scarlet macaw feathers were the colours of the sun. Thanks to the work of Macaw Mountain, these awe-inspiring parrots once again welcome the sunrise in Copan. Today, there's over 50 of them, and they're nesting successfully in the wild. It's hoped that one day scarlet macaws, the national bird of Honduras, will be re-established all over the country.
They are magnificent. As I've seen on my travels around the country, scarlet macaws, wow, they are just one of many natural wonders in Honduras. As long as there's unspoilt rainforests and reefs, rivers and mountains, people will come here just like me to experience wild Honduras.